Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel for another unboxing series episode here in the workshop. Today we have Captain Carter from the What Ifs Disney Plus series from Hot Toys. As you can see on the art box, here are the warnings and the labels on the back. She has a pretty cool art box. There's gloss on the front, Captain Carter on both sides, and you see multiple characters from the What If series also on the box. But there is Captain Carter front and center, and she looks really good. There's some more characters on the side, on the front, and again on this side, Captain Carter, as the picture of the shield wraps around to the side. And taking that slipcover off, you see Captain Carter on the back of the box, and again Captain Carter on the sides. And I'll wrap around, and you'll see as the box comes around, there she is in the box and how she came. Looks really good from here, but let's open a box the rest of the way and see what she looks like. But as we've been doing it lately, we will start with a score of 10 and work our way down as we find flaws or things that bug the crap out of me. And then we will have our final score at the end of the video. So let's go ahead and get that 10 up there and we can start. And she looks pretty good. There were some fears going into this about how the paint application on the face made her look a little bit too plastic, and unfortunately they are there. Not that she isn't really a good figure, but at the same time, there are some things that I feel were missed or a little bit awkward. This is a really good representation from the What If series, but I don't think it hits the mark in a complete 10. I feel like they could have done just a little bit more to give us that animated look, much like they did with the Miles Morales, which you'll see later in the video. But right now, first impressions are kind of like a okay. So that's honestly going to be enough to drop it at least 0.3, to be honest with you. But let's go in for a closer look. The stitching is awesome. I think they did a good job on all the details. The suit itself looks awesome. The tailoring for the body is I would say perfect. The design for the different hair pieces are really good, and which you'll see later on in the video. It's just that paint. The paint app, I just feel like it is on the face isn't just not there. But again, like I said, the tailoring is awesome. I like that they added the details to the boots. You do see a split cut boot design there, but they're not actually as posable as you might think. But again, the detail they added to the gloves, I like. I think it fits. It's just, I think they missed the mark on painting that face. But back to the boots, they only go up and down. They don't go from side to side. So the split cut boot is pretty much null and void. There's no point in it at all. You can see that it's just missing. Oh, sorry, my crappy camera work here. I was kind of in a rush. But we'll see here, right here. There's blush there on the cheeks, but I don't feel like there's enough blush on the cheeks. Cheekbones. But yeah, again, going back down to the boots, the feet only move up and down. They don't move side to side like a true split cut boot design should work. And for that, they're honestly going to minus a 1.5 points. That was really irritating. There's no posability except for up and down. I could not move it side to side. I'll even show you guys later in the video what I'm referring to. But again, the face is off. as far as paint applications go, so it makes her look a little bit more plasticky than she should. But again, I'm doing all these up and down so you guys can see pretty much everything. You can go through the video, pause, whatever you want to see. But yeah, again, that split cut boot is not what I thought it was going to be, and you can't pose her ankles like you probably should be able to. But I think that's enough for now. I think we will go into the accessories, and I'll show you everything that she came with. Here's all that she came with. There are, again, matching hands. This is for the sword and the shield. And then she has the trigger finger for the pistol. And she comes with 2 fists, one for each arm. Left and right. They look good. I mean, Hot Toys, like I usually say, they knock it out with hands, even gloved hands. And I like the texturing they did for it too. I think it's similar to leather. And then 2 open palms, open hands. Then you'll have the sword that she uses against the enemy at the end of her episode. I forget its name. My apologies. But it looks really good. A little blood splatter would have been nice. Purple blood would have been cool. And then the gun. It does not move. It's straight up plastic. There's a metallic sheen to it, which is nice. Looks good. The clip does come out. I do believe. Yeah, the clip does come out. So it does have that feature. I thought that was pretty neat. They didn't have to add that, but they did. But yeah, for overall, yeah, it looks pretty good. And we'll move on to the shield. Some people were saying it looked a little too small, but I think it fits just right. And then here is the clasp. They'll have her grip that with this hand. And just pop that in. And it'll grasp on there just like that. Well, not just like that. But in that. And this clips on just like every other Captain America shield, just like this. But I'm going to show you the clip. It's just a little bit smaller than Cap's usually is. But that'll hook on underneath on this side, not on the other side. But it'll hook on like so. To wiggle it on, and then you can hang it onto the back of her straps on her back, like that. And then the base, you get that matte finish, the gloss finish over the shield, and the What If logo. Typical shield, you know, the hexagonal normal shield. Kind of boring, but what are you gonna do? I mean, it's the price point. Look at the bottom, you know, they reuse this one all the time. So, and then a standard crotch grabber. It clips in just like that. Yeah, that's it. But moving on, we will move on to the head sculpt. Now again, we're going to get a closer look at this thing. Again, I just don't like the paint application. I feel like there should have been just a little bit more blush to at least give her an animated look. She just seems so flat. Even the hair, you could have added some wisps of color, but here's how it disconnects. And I think she looks really good with short hair, to be honest with you. I don't know why. She looks good like this. To me. I kind of like it. But the back, the whooshing hair, or the flowing hair, clips on just like so. It's magnetic, it'll stay. It looks really good. I like the way they did it. It works for most poses that she'll be in action poses, so it looks really good. And again, nice and easy, comes off. You can clip the other one back on. The other one back on. Just like that, there you go. yeah, it looks good. I like it. It's sturdy. It works. It does get in the way of the shield, so you'll have to put the shield on first and then the hair if you're gonna put the shield on the back. But that doesn't plus or minus anything from the score. But moving on to these pegs, this is what I was referring to. I did not like this. Is what it cost at that 1.5 with a split cut boot design. It doesn't have any side to side. It's just front and back, up and down. There's just no angular positioning for it. You can't have her in like a, let's say, a Shawn Michaels pose, I guess. But up and down, side to side, there's no movement there. Like you see with this peg of a stormtrooper, or you get that side to side that you just don't get with this figure, that this figure needed. Again, with another Captain America, it has that same peg, the ball peg, where you get that swivel. But you get that same swivel out of this boot that you don't get out of the Carter boot, and it's just, yeah, that's why it lost the point. So here's the first pose. I wanted to get her in an action pose and use that secondary hairpiece. You see her in similar poses online already. It looks really good. I wish I could say I'm impressed with the figure, but I'm not, as you can tell probably by the score. But I think any What If series fan, if they love the series, I think they'll love this figure. I think it'll be an awesome companion piece to the Hydra Stomper as well. I'm still up in the air whether or not I'm going to get him, but time will tell. But Captain Carter is here, and Captain Carter is the focal point. And yeah, she looks good. She looks good for a What If series. I just wish they would have like hit a home run with the paint app. Like there's no grading. It's just one flat color. Like you can tell with Miles later on in the video. There's a grading to his face where it goes from darker on the outside of his face to lighter on the inside. It's like they didn't even try to do that with Captain Carter, and it's a little irritating. But yes, here she is. A few more poses, and we're getting close to the end of the video. And here I just wanted to put her into the classic shooting that gun pose where she does in the Captain America film and the TV series, the Disney Plus series as well. But yeah, that classic stance she has. She really should have come with a dynamic stance like this. I think it would have made it that much more better, because yeah, then you could do poses like this and not have her just stand there. You wouldn't have to borrow one from another figure. But here she is. I wanted her fighting, obviously Red Skull. She didn't get to do so in the series, but I felt like it was a good opportunity to do this. So. And again, that fight stand thing, that does kind of bother me a little bit. But so yeah, I think I'll minus some points for that as well. Not points, but like maybe another 0.3. I think they take off another 0.3 for that. They should have added the dynamic fight stance for that, for her. It would have been, that much cooler. And here she is. I just threw in with Miles. I wanted to show off the differences between his paint applications and hers. I think, yeah, it's a stark difference, to be honest with you. You can see those colors I was referring to earlier, where it's a darker gradient, and then as it goes towards the center of the face and the nose, it gets lighter. And they just didn't do that with her. I don't know why. I mean, it would have made the figure pop quite a bit more. But yeah, just the paint differences. I think they nailed Miles. I think it's great. Like, he looks fantastic. But as far as the Captain Carter animated figure, not quite where it could be, in my opinion. But that's just me. And hey, 7.9, that's not a bad score. She is still a good figure. I think any What If Captain Carter fan will be happy with this figure. There's nothing there to truly be disappointing of. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and notification bell. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, always be kind, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Hey, you! Identify yourself!
Where have you been, my life?